Alright, so I wanted to show you a few different things real quick, and I've got this because I don't want to forget the coolest thing that I don't think I've had a vacuum cleaner yet that can do this. Basically, this is a little card, and until you learn it, you actually can fold this. They send it to you in a way that you can fold this until you learn the commands, but I'm going to go over that in a moment. The main thing I wanted to show you is, so make sure when you set this out, you've got it out in an open area. You don't have to have that big of an open area, but the biggest thing is you've got to have enough open clearance that the vacuum cleaner is actually able to come out, go do what it needs to do, come back in, adjust, turn around, and then back in there. You've got the indicator light right here. Now, when this is emptying the dust bag or the dust container in the vacuum cleaner, this is going to flash white until it's done. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is you pretty much are ready to go right out the box, except for now this tank you won't add anything to. This is actually your dirty water tank, so this is going to stay empty until you need to dump it, and then you'll just pull this up and dump it out. Now, as you see that right there, anytime there's something that needs to be done or something's not ready with this unit, this is going to be red, but of course, as soon as everything is back and everything's ready to go, this will go off. Back here is where your dirt bag will actually be. You need to keep check on that because that is actually going to need to be replaced every so often, depending on how often you run it, whether or not you've got dogs, pets, just a lot of things in your home will depend on how quickly that fills up. Now, the main thing you need to do, especially if you're planning on using the mopping feature, is you need to take out this right-hand side tank because this is your clean water tank. And the only thing I do have a little bit of a problem with that I think is going to eventually wear out, and I don't really know why it would have been designed that way. Now, before I go into that, though, you go ahead and fill this up with tap water. They don't have anything on there that I saw as far as what type of water to use, which is a little bit surprising to me. But so I went ahead and just filled it up. I'm on well water. You can use whatever, or you can buy the water from the store. Now, I will say it holds a pretty good amount. I didn't measure it, so I don't really know how much it holds. But my only complaint is it does seal very well. It's got a rubber seal all the way around it. This right here, I feel like eventually is going to be a weak point because I think over time, pulling on that, eventually I have a feeling this is going to snap. Now, I could be wrong, and I hope I am, but that's just my thing. I would like to see either like a clip or something be able to flip down and not have this much tension on that because over time, like I said, I have my thoughts on that. But anyway, you go ahead and fill that up. You put that down in there. Of course, the light will turn back to off. Now, here's what I wanted to get to, and I think is really cool. And it's going to, of course, take me a while to learn each thing. But you can actually speak to this robot and actually get it to do things without having to do your phone, without having to use anything. So, for an example, to get it to do anything, you say this right here, which I'm getting ready to, and then you'll say a setting. So, for an example, let's say, all right, hello, Rocky.
I'm here.
All right, so that's the response, and then the light on the actual robot is blue. Now, then what you can do, you've got everything from...
I cannot understand this command. Please open the app to find supported voice commands.
So I wanted to wait because I couldn't figure out what I was trying to say. Now that it's back off, I can tell you. So basically, you can tell it to start cleaning. You can tell it to increase the vacuum suction. You can tell it to increase the volume. Anyway, I mean, it's a whole long list right here. Something simple I'm going to do, though, just to show you how well it works is I'm going to tell it to empty. I think one of the things is, what is it? Empty. Yeah, empty the dustbin. So, hello, Rocky.
I'm here.
Empty the dustbin.
Emptying dustbin.
So right off the bat, you'll see this light up. When it's emptying, this will actually flash white. And then, of course, you hear the motor running. Now, I have to say, I don't know if it's because it's got such a big area because the mop is mixed in with it, but that is a lot quieter than a lot of them that I've seen before. Some of them, to me, sound like a jet engine starting up. So that's a lot better, a lot quieter. But I just thought it was cool. And then, like I said, you can actually fold this the way they send it to you, and then you can leave this on top until you learn whatever you need to tell it. But anyway, the biggest question that everybody, from what I'm seeing online, has about it is whether it actually mops the floor or whether it just dampens the floor. From what I'm seeing, the way it's designed, it's actually going to spin and scrub the floor. But I have not mopped in my mobile home for quite some time, so I'm actually going to let it mop in here once it's charged, and then I'll come back. And this, as you see right here, is completely empty. So I am going to let it mop, and then I will actually go back and show you what it picked up, what the water looks like, and we'll go from there.